We want to welcome I Will Dominate after a win that clinches that playoff spot for you guys, and it can't feel better than doing it against the #1 seed in NA.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. We have this like weird thing about us where we lose to all the bottom teams and then we beat all the top teams. So coming into this game, we actually felt pretty good, right? We have a positive record against LMQ, and we thought that we could win the game. So we just kind of stuck with the same type of strat that we went with yesterday, and it worked out for us.
And you guys also have winning records against CLG and Dignitas, so you can't actually jump all the way to the 4th place spot because you have those tiebreakers. But talking about that winning strategy you guys were using, you are 3-0 with the Tristana composition so far. How is nobody able to crack this yet?
Well, a lot of teams just crack it by banning it.
Is that the only way?
There's other ways, but I just don't think teams are used to it. You don't really practice against any Tristana mid players since VODS is the only one in NA. So we just kind of adapted it, and I'm pretty sure that it's just going to be perma-banned after this. But
the hardest of hard counters is the ban hammer. But one of the other picks that we saw you come out with was the Nunu, which you were previously 0-2 on prior to this match, but you pick up the win. One thing we wanted to question you about was the maxing skill order. You decided to max your consume first. Why is that? I
just really felt like it was the type of game where we needed to go for like an early Baron or Dragon. We needed to just control objectives to win the game. This game was different than the last game we played versus Complexity because we weren't as far behind. So I definitely thought that we would be able to go in, get a Baron early, and we were just like planning that ever since like 6 minutes, just waiting for the timing window.
There was a point where you guys did a very sneaky Baron. You cleared a ward, and Voice started backing on it, and then he canceled his back after the ward vision was canceled. Was that intentional, or did you guys just make that was completely intentional?
Yeah, it was just a recall bait. We just wanted them to think that we were backing. I tried to make it look like I was like running into like the other side of the jungle, maybe towards mid, and then we just all like went for the Baron. I had max consume, and I had a blue buff then, so I could actually do it really efficiently. As long as there's other people there to just split the damage with me, we can take that Baron down in like 30 seconds, and that's what we ended up doing.
Brilliant.
Just out of curiosity, whose call was that?
I think I made the Baron call.
Awesome.
He thinks he made it.
Confidently, I made it.
Really good, though.
Yeah, I pretty much have to make that call because I'm the one with like consume. I'm the one that's telling my team I have consume max, and we knew that they didn't have ward, so I made the initial call to go for it. And then as things happened, people were filling in information about where Elise was if they knew that we were doing it. So it was like a joint call from there.
This is awesome.
Let's jump into the game. Let's look at a replay real quick. About 24 minutes into the game, around LMQ's blue buff. You guys go 3 for 1, and I feel like this fight demonstrates pretty well the power of the double ADC. So talk me through it a little bit, if you will.
So we had just fought previously to this around Dragon, and they're still kind of low, so they were greeting for their blue buff. And we knew that they were coming in to fight, and Boy gets here. We all run in, and Ackerman actually misses flash body slam, so from there we're just calling go, 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 go. Cop vaults forward, we have Tristana jump in, finishes no name, he resets his jump, jumps in again, kills Zhao Wei. Zhao tries to get out, unfortunately he falls. But off that we were just able to have so much momentum, we just pretty much had a 3 for 1 fight there, so we were really confident from that point on.
And you talked about it earlier, you have all these top teams' numbers in terms of just winning tiebreakers against them and winning matches, but you lose against the lower teams. Why do you have these top teams' numbers? Why are you able to just mind game them so hard?
I really wish I knew that. If I knew that, we probably wouldn't be losing to all the bottom teams, so I don't really have an answer for you there.
That's cool.
I like that. I like that a lot. However, when we look at the playoff picture, you're only playing against the top teams, right? We get rid of the bottom 2. So does that give you a fair amount of confidence knowing that you have these winning records against the 1, 2, 3 seeds?
Yeah, I definitely think that we're going to be super confident going into playoffs. I just hope that we keep on improving, and come playoffs we're able to win that best of 5.
All right, and I want to jump into another replay here. It's about 32 minutes and 45 seconds. It's a 3 for 1 at Baron. Walk me through this and tell me what is going on with the calls here, because you guys go really hard in this fight. Let's start rolling the clip.
So we started Baron with the intention that we can turn. We don't take any damage from it because I have armor and I max consume at this point. So we go into the fight, we catch Ackerman, and from there we just know he's dead. So we just call go, 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 go. I think Cop actually valks the wall, gets behind them, and we just close them in and just start wiping the floor with them. We get 1 kill onto like Morgana. Triss resets the jump. I think flashes the wall, kills Vasily, and from here we knew that No Name was still alive. We decided to go back to Baron, finish it, and just have voice zone / kill the Triss, the Elise.
Yeah, he managed to get that kill, and then it's an entirely free Baron. You guys had a pretty easy time closing the game out from there. So I want to move forward, again, looking towards playoffs. I want to ask you about your match tomorrow against TSM, because it's very likely that is one of the teams you will face, perhaps in the first round of the playoffs. So what are you specifically looking to learn from that game tomorrow?
There's a lot of time between now and playoffs, so we're just going to go into the game trying to win so that maybe we can get like a different spot in the playoffs, maybe the 4th or 5th seed. We're a lot more confident against Dig and CLG than we are against TSM. For some reason, they just read us better than other teams. So hopefully we're able to pull that match out and then grab a 4th or 5th spot.
All right, so I promised Xpecial and Void Boy that we'd have you on the desk if you get one again, because I had to ask you, why are you so successful with Rengar and so good at it, whereas a lot of Western junglers aren't?
Well, I'm 0-2 with Rengar.
I know,
LCS,
but they said you're the best Rengar right now in North America. Or one of the best.
Maybe an LCS. There's some Rengar gods in
That's
Seoul.
true. It's true. No Ryan Choi up here.
Yeah, I'm no Ryan Choi. But I don't know. I just really like the tank CDR build, and I understand like how to use the bola when you ult to like pretty much guarantee it. So I think that's probably why I have a decent amount of success with the champion.
It'll definitely be interesting to see whether or not that champion comes into his own in the NALCS, because it is so successful in other regions. Anyway, Void Boy, that's all the time we had for questions there. Sorry. Oh, my God.
That's Dominate.
Let me take a moment. Let me take a moment and recoup from that horrible.
It's the beard, right?
Yeah. Shave, please.
Yeah.
No, Dominate. I apologize. Thank you so much for spending the time on the desk with us. Congratulations on the win and clinching that playoff spot.
Thanks.
Now we've got to take one final timeout before we dive into our last LCS match, CLG versus Complexity. We'll be right back after this.